of the day, and that is on education and healthcare, building a skilled and healthy Bharat. And we have a moderator, Dr. Nancy Juneja, CEO, MentorX. And for our enriching panel, we will be having our esteemed panelist, Dr. Sushil Kumar Dikshit, Dean Lal Bahadur Shastri Institute of Management, Mr. Ankur Gill, Director of Operations, SVGOI, Dr. Sandeep Gandhi, Kalinga University, Ms. Bindu Dalmia, Financial Analyst, Prolific Writer, Dr. John Ruffy, Principal, Mount Carmel School, New Delhi, Dr. Kanika Chawla, Founder, the Popsicles Early Learning, and we also have Ms. Divya Gandotra, Founder and CEO of IMEAC Technologies. And Mr. Nishant Sharma will also be joining us for the panel. So could we welcome our panelists on stage, and could we also have Dr. Nancy Juneja to please join us to take us forward on the session.
Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I feel the energy post-lunch should be high, isn't it? Yeah, can we have little smiling faces out there? And our lovely panel. So let's just have a round of applause for the upcoming panel and gain energy and see the wisdom they carry along. Thank you. Can we have Mr. Neeraj Gera here? Thank you. Well, when I see left and right, I see so much weightage on the panel today. And whenever, we sit on the panel, we see so many years of experience, so many years of wisdom. And whenever I'm moderating, please come. Wonderful, welcome. And whenever we sit at the hot seat here, trust me, it is goosebumps that we are able to give justice to the value of knowledge over here. Well, it's been a wonderful day of wisdom, acknowledgements, rewards, and so on and so forth. I request Mr. Pankaj from GLA University also to join us. I must say, carrying forward from here, trust me, the day has been amazing so far, from all the policymakers, galaxy of industry leaders, all the genres out here on one stage. And it's so amazing to share the vibe which match our tribe, isn't it? As we move ahead, we have wonderful panelists here. And I must say, the topics that we've discussed here, as the name suggests, Bharat Shining Conclave. I mean, so much energy when everybody is shining, and we are here to applaud each other when we see that there is sun for everyone. And we acknowledge that we all, when we are together, as the ethos of India says, Vasudev Kutumbakam, Viksit Bharat, this is the time when we go together, stronger together, better together. Well, hailing from the education background, I feel, I'll not say I'm coming from the industry, I'm coming from the fraternity which raise leaders, which raise game changers. And coming from education, I feel everything is correlated, be it education, be it mental health, be it spiritual well-being, and from elementary education to university education, what can be better to have all of us together right here? As we begin the amazing panel today, I would love, that each of the panelists, starting from ma'am, let's just start the panel with one word about the discussion today. Bharat Shining Conclave, and the panel says education and healthcare. Over to you, ma'am. One word. What do you feel, or probably a sentence, when you were invited upon at the Brand Vista Education Conclave?
So I have to start with one word.
One word to one sentence, whatever you feel like. Yeah, if you can sum up in one word, nothing like it, that's a mystery.
So that one word will be maybe upskilling.
Wow, wonderful. Yeah, so that's the motive of the conclave today. Over to you, sir.
So for me, the one word that defines the moment, it is transforming India for a global leadership.
Superb, superb. Moving ahead.
For me, one word will be capability building.
Wow, wow. Capability building. Yes, Neeraj.
I think it is a much needed session, and I'm really happy that it's happening. And one word would be, I think these two pillars will surely make these a stronger nation, Bharat. And I must appreciate you. You are doing this work so nicely, and maybe
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
For me, one word would be skilled Bharat from early childhood education.
Wow, wonderful.
I think I'll also agree with her. Like the word that comes to my mind is empowerment, right from the grassroots level. Thank you.
Yeah, very good evening. For me, the one word is basically the power of communication. It's very important.
Amazing. So from elevate, educate, empower. That goes motto of Mentor X2 that I breathe every day and every now. Well, moving ahead, let's start from Dr. Sushil. So I feel India has been, top on charts in higher education. And yes, we are moving the way towards, empowerment in every sense. Because now in today's world, if you see, even in the school, from elementary education, from 13 years old, probably from the grade of 5th and 6th, we are talking about the startup conclaves. We are talking upon a youth coming together to build something innovative. We're talking about disruption. We're talking about innovation. So how to beat this? Because when we are coming to university from school, what more we can do? In today's world, it has been with the latest India AI Impact Summit, we have seen what all has happened upon and how an 8-year-old can, encourage people and how probably the university might be befooling. So over to you. A tricky one.
Definitely, this is a tricky one. India, for the long time, it is known as the country or the nation for the traders. And we have got a long history of trade. But the current environment, it requires a paradigmic shift. So from that trading, we are now looking for something as a change maker. We are required to be innovative. We are required to be change maker for the good, not for the community at the local, but the bird at large. So educational institutions, they are really an instrument for this particular change. Traditionally, we are talking about the Macaulay and the other persons, and we are saying, okay, the Indian education is more tuned to produce clerks that can man the positions into the government and maybe the private companies, but majority of the roles, they are clerical. We are not the original thinkers. So now possibly this is the right time, the educational leaders, they need to think possibly how we can design education systems and deliver the system in such a manner so that it ignites a real spark in anybody at whatever stage they are. So maybe it may be a school education, it may be a higher education, it may be a professional education. So ultimately that spark is needed to be ignited. And people or the students, they have a confidence that they can be an agent for this transformation process. So that confidence is needed to be built into the educational system, and the masses who are part of this particular system, whether they are the student, faculty, leaders, and things like that. So what I feel, this is something that is going to really create the impact that we are looking for. Thank you.
Wonderful, sir. This is really amazing to know the kind of work you've been doing. And definitely, management, education has been evolving so much that we all, I feel it's an Insta word. Like the Gen Z, Gen X, everything, everyone wants everything on just, a bit of seconds, a bit of minutes. And that is how they want to revolve it all around. You're very right. But what all you said, I feel there is a missing gap here that we need to fill. As we say and move towards healthcare, let's be true to ourselves. I'm not talking about the social fabric of society. I'm not talking about what we portray, what we are, but I'm talking about who real we are, who real of us are. I mean, our ethos, our values. I mean, is it just going from one project to the another, from one goal to the another, getting that ticks on the bucket list, or it is also about the pause in life. It is also about the mental well-being. It is all about the health care, which is the need of the hour. So, as I move towards Mr. Ankur, as the name suggests, he hails from the university whose name says it all, Swami Vivekananda University. So, I just wish to ask you upon, what all, not just I'll say the freedom fighters or, our august leaders, even our grandparents. I belong to a family I'm very proud of. Education is in my genes, and when I sit here, I'm not sitting here as someone who is doing the work for the sake of work of 9 to 5. I'm sitting here to see the success of my mentees globally out, and that is my success. But when I see you people contributing, I feel, are we really, celebrating that? Swami Vivekananda Day, Lal Bahadur Shastri Day. I mean, even in foundation of my own school, we have our schools in Dwarka. The foundation stone is laid by, a very august man. But are we just celebrating it as a holiday? Are we just celebrating it as, telling our kids who were they? Or are we living these values? How we are able to get that peace within us that we say in the name of the university?
Thank you so much. And I think this is the very toughest panel after the lunch. And I can completely see the disengagement between you and us. So जब ऐसी कोई situation आती है तो आपको दिल से बात करनी होती है और वो बात दिल तक पहुंचनी होती है. और ये वो situation है कि अब मैं आज हमारे मंत्री महोदय ने भी बोला कि जब भी भारत की बात हो रही है, अगर आप हिंदी में बात करेंगे तो वो दिल से बात निकलेगी और दिल तक पहुंचेगी. अब मैं इस स्टेटमेंट को आगे बढ़ाता हूं जो आपने शुरू किया. मैं यहाँ पे एक डायरेक्टर और एक एडमिनिस्ट्रेटर की तरह नहीं बैठा हूं. मैं एक मेंटर और एक टीचर की तरह जब अब देखता हूं तो मैं जो ग्राउंड रियलिटी है दैट इज़ कि मैं वहाँ से आता हूँ जब बच्चों के, अपने यूथ की आंखों में हजारों सपने देखता हूँ और उसके अगले ही पल हजारों सपने टूटते हुए देखता हूँ. द प्रॉब्लम इज़ we are over engaged with the technology and we are differ from our moral values. We skipped our curriculum which need to for the character building, and nobody is talking about the character building. No technology can build an character, neither AI, neither anything. Technology will come and go, but the character can build by the parents and the true mentors, true teachers in the institutions. जो आज के समय में सबसे ज़्यादा लैकनेस है. रियलिटी क्या है कि भारत में यूथ स्किल्ड है लेकिन हेल्दी नहीं है. और भारत को अगर विकसित बनाना है तो यूथ का स्किल्ड और हेल्दी होना बहुत जरूरी है, क्योंकि एजुकेशन आपको पंख दे सकती है लेकिन हेल्थ आपको वो ताकत देगी कि आप उन पंखों से कितना ऊंचा उड़ना चाहते हैं. तो आज का जो ये टॉपिक है, द मिक्सचर ऑफ दिस हेल्थ एंड एजुकेशन, दिस इज द नीड ऑफ द टाइम. आप रिपोर्ट्स उठा के देखो, 50% से ज़्यादा बच्चे इंस्टीट्यूशंस में आज स्ट्रेस, एंजाइटी, डिप्रेशन जैसी समस्याओं से जूझ रहे हैं. हु आर द रेस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर दोज थिंग्स? वी ऑल आर द रेस्पॉन्सिबल. बिकॉज द प्रॉब्लम इज, यहाँ जितने लोग बैठे हैं, इतने इन्फ्लुएंसर्स थे आज, और ये बहुत अच्छा इनिशिएटिव है कि हमने सबको एक मंच पे साझा किया. बट कभी हमने पूछा है कि कितने पेरेंट्स अपने बच्चों को एक अच्छा टीचर बनाना चाहते हैं? किसी ने ये सपना दिखाया अपने बच्चे को कि आपने बड़े होकर एक अच्छा टीचर बनना है? तभी विवेकानंद की आइडियोलॉजी फॉलो होगी, तभी हमारे जो सुपरस्टार्स थे, रियल सुपरस्टार्स थे, उनकी आइडियोलॉजी तभी फॉलो हो सकती है जब हमें एजुकेशन सिस्टम में सुधार लाने की जरूरत है। अभी आप किसी भी फॉर्मेट में उठा के देख लो, पेरेंट्स चाहता है कि बच्चा किसी तरह से एंगेज हो जाए, वो बस मेरे को डिस्टर्ब ना करे, तो पेरेंटिंग लैक हो रही है। टीचर कहता है कि एआई से पढ़ ले, मैं प्रेजेंटेशन समझा दूंगा, वो जो एक रिलेशन था स्टूडेंट और टीचर का, वो कंप्लीटली आज मिस्ड है। और जब तक उसको हम लोग दुरुस्त नहीं करेंगे, जब तक हम उसको स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं करेंगे उस रिलेशनशिप को, तब तक विकसित भारत का सपना, क्योंकि हम कितनी भी बड़ी इमारत बना ले, अगर उसकी फाउंडेशन कमजोर है तो जरूर वो इमारत एक दिन अपने आप गिर जाएगी। एंड दैट नीव इज द कैरेक्टर बिल्डिंग, कैपेबिलिटी बिल्डिंग। हमें बच्चों को सिलेबस से ज्यादा ये पढ़ाने की जरूरत है कि जिंदगी कैसे जी जाती है, जिंदगी को कैसे जीतना है। बट हम सिलेबस में उलझे हुए हैं, हम करिकुलम में उलझे हुए हैं। एंड दैट वाज माय टेक ऑन दिस। तो थैंक यू सो मच।
Wonderful. This is amazing, Mr. Ankur. The words just touched my heart, what you said, you know. Can you repeat that for me? A sentence that you said, कि अगर नींव हमारी strong नहीं है, तो कहीं ना कहीं, I want from your mouth because I am little much positive. I don't
जब
say those
नींव हमारी
words.
मजबूत नहीं है, हम कितनी भी अच्छी बिल्डिंग बना ले, कितनी भी ऊंची बिल्डिंग बना ले, एक दिन उसको धराशायी होना ही है।
एक दिन उसको धराशायी होना ही है। You know, coming, I say positivity is something which I abide by, but what he said is the real truth. You know, in the word, I should not say probably on this stage, but आपने जब कहा दिल से बात करनी है, तो वो दिल से ही निकल रहा है. In the word, where impact builders are probably behind the influencers. The reality is there's a thin line between the real and the real word. You know, if you understand what I just said, I'll be very polite to say, let our work speak. Let's not rush to be where the word is. And let us understand that this rocks is the rocks and original will stay original, isn't it? You know, we have, you know, ticks of things that we need to do upon. You know, being the TEDx curator, probably done more than 250 podcasts all over globe. When people invite to share the entrepreneurship journey, I just feel that this is the real giving back. When someone somewhere get inspired by you. So what Sir said is a real thing. Whatever we do, if you know there's someone who can be a leader by just seeing that, okay, where they are, let's be there. That is what we can do. And you know, going ahead from there, what you said, yes, education, healthcare, spirituality, everything goes together. I mean, in the word, I mean, this is the topic which is very close to my heart. In the word, which is like we're talking about just AI upon, you know, how we can get the things, the two GTD, got to do and getting things done. Today is a word of got to do. But not, it is getting things done. In the flip of second, when we have everything, why we use our mind? That is the generation we are living with. So in that generation, if we have the real means of education and if we know how to debar technology from us, there is a limit before sleep, after wake up, when we should get hands on this device upon. It's a robot in our hand, which is dangerous. And there comes spirituality, there comes healthcare. Because there is a time when we spend just to ourselves. And let's move ahead. Sitting next to me is to Mr. Neeraj, and I've seen his work very closely, you know, hailing from a background. I feel I am blessed that even I have been part of Shri Ravi Shankar ji, Guruji course, modules, and so many of them. And he has been one who has been, you know, raising the bar by sharing that knowledge and wisdom in so many education institutions, NGOs, youth, and really walking the talk. That is what matters. So, you know, when we talk about stress, when we talk about healthcare, I feel when we know our body, when we know our real self, do we need those pills? Do we need the vicious circle of doctor visits, psychology? To all, I mean, due respect to everyone from clinical psychologists to all, but whatever is there, it is inside us. You can tell more.
Hi, everyone. So first of all, thank you so much for having me here. And
Sure.
Ankur ji, truly amazing talk, truly amazing conversation. मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगा जब इन्होंने कहा कि ना बात दिल से करनी है. ना अभी someone shared कि the true investment on the earth is investing on the earth.
Yeah.
मैं इसका थोड़ा सा और आगे जाना चाहूँगा. The true investment you can do on yourself is the investment on the self. Sadly, we do not investment on self. We do not investment on our nature, character building. हमने इतने सारे ग्रेजुएट्स बना दिए. आपको पता है इंडिया इज प्रोड्यूसिंग हाईएस्ट नंबर ऑफ ग्रेजुएट्स, येट 47% of the graduates are not employable. We are talking about women empowerment. We talk about women empowerment, and so many lovely ladies here, so many lovely empowered ladies are here. But there's a fact: only 18% females are contributing towards economy, because India does not reside only in main cities. Only India resides in villages, where gender discrimination is there, where females are not able to study. बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ हमने कर दिया. बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ. बेटी बच भी गई, बेटी पढ़ भी गई, पर उसके बाद बेटी को आगे भी तो बढ़ाओ. उसको जॉब्स के लिए कोई आगे नहीं बढ़ा रहा. सीरियसली वी नीड टू वर्क ऑन इट. हमें एक आप, यू आर द चेंज मेकर्स, यू आर द लीडर्स, यू आर द ट्रांसफॉर्मर्स ऑफ द सोसाइटी. हमें आगे बढ़ना पड़ेगा. मैं आपको कुछ फैक्ट्स बताता हूँ. वोकेशनल स्टडीज के लिए इंडिया में ओनली 6% पीपल ऑप्ट फॉर वोकेशनल स्टडीज. ओनली 6%. एंड ग्लोबली जो अच्छे कंट्रीज हैं उनमें 40%, 50%, 60%, 70%. वी डू नॉट टॉक अबाउट वोकेशनल स्टडीज. हमको इस पे भी काम करना पड़ेगा. एक ना विवेकानंद जी की बात कर रहे थे, वहाँ पे सरस्वती शिशु स्कूल्स भी होते हैं. सरस्वती मॉडल को अप्रोच करना पड़ेगा. माँ सरस्वती मॉडल. माँ सरस्वती का मॉडल इतना अमेजिंग है सर, इतना अमेजिंग है. माँ सरस्वती के एक हाथ में होती है वीणा. वीणा रिप्रेजेंट्स आर्ट, वीणा रिप्रेजेंट इमोशंस, और एक हाथ में होता है स्क्रिप्चर, नॉलेज. हमें नॉलेज भी चाहिए, हमें आर्ट भी चाहिए, हमें साथ साथ वो कमल के फूल पे बैठी हैं, हमें स्पिरिचुअल नॉलेज भी चाहिए, और साथ साथ वो जप माला कर रही हैं, वो जप माला कर रही हैं, विजडम भी चाहिए, ध्यान भी चाहिए लाइफ में. जिस दिन ये सारी चीजें लाइफ में आ जाएंगी, और आपको बताऊं, आई एम वेरी सैड व्हेन आई सी स्टिल मेंटल हेल्थ के बारे में इतनी सारी बातें हो रही हैं. ओनली 0.5% ऑफ द हेल्थ बजट इज स्पेंड ऑन मेंटल हेल्थ.
That's amazing. That's amazing knowledge. And trust me, as we move ahead, and I guess this is the deep discussion going on, very well said that after lunch, I guess this panel is all about getting the roots done, the action plan, how, when, and how, when. So moving ahead, very nice, Neeraj ji. Let's see, Nishant ji, over to you. Coming from UK, representing India, I want that you've seen all around, contributing to mental health, contributing to spirituality in a very unique manner, blending with technology. So how, we can make mental health support scalable, affordable, and preventive, not that reactive. How we can do that?
First of all, I love this panel conversation that's happening. And I have a background in spirituality and psychology and plus technology. So I definitely feel that AI is giving us all the answers, but I strongly oppose that. Why? Because, as you said, that we don't use our mind anymore. I think AI should help us think clearly, maybe present us with the data, but make our own assumptions, make our own decisions. It should not make decisions for us. And that's where I feel spirituality comes in, wherein we invest on ourselves. We know about what our roots, what our culture is. Technology can definitely not replace things, the presence of mentors, but it can definitely help us get connected with mentors. When we say Vasudev Kutumbakam, the whole world is a big family. So I think we need to use and leverage technology to understand, and digitization is the way to go forward, because if we do not digitize things, we cannot reach the Vasudev Kutumbakam vision.
Definitely, definitely. How in the world we are connected. So that is all by technology. And how in the world, while we are here, there'll be so many, who'll be watching upon the live telecast from there. So definitely we need to adapt to technology. Thank you so much, Mr. Nishant. And great, keep contributing, all over globe as you are doing. I missed, ask Divya ma'am. I'll definitely would love to ask you, I mean, tell us how crucial is tech adaptability? Everything is evolving. We need to adapt. It is there. We all are adapting. That is also there. But how crucial? What if some people want to delegate it and want to stay still in the comfort zone? Over to you. Can we pass the mic here?
All right. So, as you know, first of all, I would really like to thank everyone because I am sitting beside all the dignitaries, and I think it's an honor for me to be here. जब मैं आप सबकी बातें सुन रही थी, there are a lot of things that I also learned while everybody was discussing. And regarding adaptability, what I think is that, okay, if we, when it comes to adaptability, currently जो सबसे ज़्यादा trend में बात आ रही है, that is AI, that, AI, when it comes to education, AI is something that can be a threat. But what I think is when it comes to adaptability, AI ko rather than a threat, we should understand that how we can use it in our education, how we can use it for us to improve our health as well. Because, we have been learning about this, we have been listening to this, ki health is wealth, but that is something that we have not been following since childhood. And अब तो वो और ही कम होता जा रहा है, जैसे सर ने भी बोला 0.05% ही बजट है जो मेंटल हेल्थ में allocate होता है. तो what I believe is that when it comes to adaptability, we should take care of health, upskilling, education, and consider AI as a power which can basically increase employment, increase empowerment, rather than considering it as a threat.
Wonderful. Of course, it's not a threat. It is our friend. There's no way out. If we treat AI as a threat, there's no way out. We need to be out of the room then. So as we move, there's something, as you said, childhood. So, trust me, I feel whatever we are taught till 8 stays with us till 80. Hope so we have the longevity till 80. And whatever we teach our kids till 6 stays with us, till 60. So let's work upon the formative years. And who can tell better than Dr. Kanika Chawla, very well on the podium. I have seen you investing a lot of time in formative years, in skill-based education. Whatever we talk about, it's window dressing in the word, however we say. AI, technology, skill-based education, all of this summed up in empowerment. But how we can, teach all these big words to the small minds, which you are doing. Please throw light on that, ma'am.
Thank you for the question, and thank you for the esteemed panelists for the wonderful knowledge sharing over here. First, I would like to add, when we talk about Skill Bharat, so the first thing that comes to everybody's mind is that giving opportunities to children in jobs, developing children on university level. Nobody amongst anyone thinks about having skillful education right from the beginning. So when it is about skill, it is all about the older age group, not for the younger ones. The reason being is that the essence of thinking is missing. And the thinking, the factor thinking cannot be taught to the children once they are in the boardroom. It can be taught only when they are in their early years. In fact, the NASA also conducted one research. It said 1,500 children of 5-year-old were evaluated, and they were evaluated after 17 years of age as well. The progress of their thinking, creativity dropped tremendously when they were 17 because of the pressure of accuracy in the children. So the first thing that comes when we talk about developing a nation of skillful children who can tap on any advancement that come in future beyond AI has to be based on making them capable. When we talk about capability, the first thing that comes to mind is not only dropping the knowledge, but also making them thinkers. So for that, the first thing that has to be done is changing the assessment process. Rather than adding more subjects to the curriculum in education, it has to delete the ones which do not have any more importance in this generation now of AI and other artificial brain that is there to think for us. we have to make them thinkers, we have to make them capable. So when we say thinkers, I think a lot of people after completing the graduation to the top of the mark still feel somewhere that, oh, I still lack communication skill, I have a fear, I have stress. So these are all the things that comes beyond marks, that comes way in the beginning. So that is said, if you can't change the story, change the beginning. So everything starts from where we begin, from the grassroots level.
Thank you, Dr. Kanika. I mean, building a skilled Bharat, having a thinking mind, having the people who can, differentiate between right and wrong, that is what we need today. Thank you so much, panelists. Last but not the least, we have Mr. Pankaj Kapoor from GLA University. Just throw the light, sir. What is the importance of having the mentor in all the things? Everything will revamp, everything will change. But what will remain the same and what will not fade are the skills. And that is what up to mentors, how they do. So please tell us upon that.
Very, very good evening to you all. My name is Pankaj Kapoor. I present GLA University Mathura as a training in the placement.
Can you keep the mic a little near? Yeah. Thank you.
Training in the placement department. So as rightly said, I would like to pay my words of thanks to Dr. Nancy Juneja for inviting me in such a elite gathering. She is absolutely right that, see now if we speak about the Gen Zs, right? So they have everything. They have knowledge, they have everything, right? But they are just moving into our own society, into the edtech sector. If we speak about the education sector, so I think that into the education sector, there should be a power of communication to all the kids, basically. So if you have a good, can say analytical mind, you have a good, basically all the knowledge, but if you don't have the skills, if you don't have the power of communication, so power of communication is very, very important. How do you communicate is more important, and being a mentor basically. And all the students, if you see the class 10th result, right? Because I was standing outside because my kid is also giving a class 10th examination. So the first paper was the math paper. Every student was crying in front of after giving the paper. Paper was not good, paper was hard, and some were happy. So basically, this is a phobia in the student mindset that all the things are marks. Marks are nothing, basically. It is only a degree and a mark sheet. But if you have a skill, and if you have the power of communication, everything will be vanished off. See,
Wow,
if you see
wonderful.
a student is studying into a school or a college, then he goes to a college. After that, he will do the degree, MBA, or after that. But if you see the student, those who are having 90 plus marks, it can say 80 plus, or it may have 98% marks, right? But if a student is having 45% of marks, but his language is good, he had a good power of communication, right? He will excel in his career. I have so many examples because I usually take care for the training and the placement in my university. So I usually call some of the companies for the interviews, and the HR also give the feedback. The students are good. They have a good mindset. They have the knowledge, but they do not have the power of communication. They can't express themselves in front of the HR, right? But how do HR know that he or she is having the skill? But the power of communication is lacking. So we are also working as a university, we are also working somewhere into the training and the placement part. We are also hiring the mentors. We are hiring Dr. Nancy Juneja. And we are also hiring some of the mentors also into our training part, so that they want that our students should have a skill grade.
Wonderful.
They want to upgrade their skills, right? So that is the thing. So basically the power of communication is very, very important. इसमें हिंदी में एक शेर भी है, बहुत प्यारा सा शेर है कि कुछ ना कुछ बात करते रहो हमसे, कुछ ना कुछ बात करते रहो हमसे, कि खामोश रहोगे तो लोग सुन लेंगे. Thank you.
सर कहते हैं बात उनकी होती है जिनमें कोई बात होती है, yeah. So let's sum up with nothing like, building the skilled Bharat with university at my side, preschool education, higher university, as well as global leaders and spiritual leaders. Thank you so much, Bharat, shining conclave, and this is really amazing. Thank you, amazing panel. Let's have a group picture here. Thank you all. And I guess sir wanted to say a few lines and end with it. Yeah, if the time permits for 2 minutes, let's have a group picture and then we do that. Please come, Dr. Kanika. Yeah. Thank you so much. After the